were you working at Forbes at the time that that your brother told your mother that he thought you were in a dead-end job and should come work with him? We won't take offense.
No, I was actually working at Ogilvy and Mather advertising. Nothing against Ogilvy and Mather. I absolutely actually loved working there, but I did a brief stint here before I went out to Silicon Valley.
So your show comes out on November 5th.
Yes, 3 weeks from Monday, rolling from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
And you're executive producer. What did that entail?
I really helped make sure that Bravo could capture the real authentic Silicon Valley. This is really the first time that a reality show has kind of peeked inside the insular doors of Silicon Valley, and so Bravo really wanted to work with someone who is part of the community to help capture it. I have done a lot of on-air in the past when I was working at Facebook, but for this one I really wanted to get a sense of what it was like behind the scenes to really put a television show together. It is a lot more work than people think.
It is. Was it long days?
It was very long days. I mean, it's nonstop. It's basically like creating a startup. You know, we employed dozens of people working on the show, and kind of all leading up to this big launch, just like a startup does. This
show is part of your and everything you're doing with your company, Zuckerberg Media, is part of a larger vision that have termed, I think, ValleyWood. Tell me what that idea is about. Why Silicon Valley needs more Hollywood in it.
Well, I think you're seeing that technology is becoming just such a part of pop culture. You can't go anywhere without people talking about like startups and hacking and entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley. It's basically everywhere. It's infiltrated mainstream media. You have shows like The Big Bang Theory and Shark Tank that are really making this geek culture and investing culture accessible for the first time. So what I think is that there's a real opportunity for a production company or someone interested in creating content to come in and really help bridge these two worlds with great mainstream content that has a tech spin to it. The Bravo show is really just one of several projects that we're doing with Zuckerberg Media. I'm excited. We're actually rolling out a 12,000 square foot production facility in the heart of Silicon Valley. So just back to that ValleyWood movement that you were talking about, we're putting a firm stake in the ground that we think beautiful content is going to start being created out of Silicon Valley.
So what did it take to make Silicon Valley more television friendly?
You know, maybe it's a little less, you know, watching you code for 8 hours straight on your computer or drawing on whiteboards, a little more capturing the interpersonal dynamics that go on at companies. I mean, there is, you know, real drama and real challenges creating startups. People who co-found companies and teams. There's interesting interpersonal dynamics. There's the kind of pressure on the line when you're trying to raise your seed financing round, and there is a lot of inherent drama in that.
I know that there's been some sensitivity in Silicon Valley from some people feeling, I guess, exposed or attacked or misrepresented. What's your reaction to that?
It's more important than ever to get girls excited about technology and entrepreneurship, and the only way you're going to do that is by, you know, really making technology cool in pop culture and showing women working at startups and making it a little glamorous along the way too.
You were talking at one point, I think, about doing an internet-based talk show. Is that still something that you're
We're in active discussions with all of the major networks about creating kind of this mainstream content with a tech spin to it. I really feel that a very underserved audience on both television and online is what we're calling the wired woman. These millions of women around the country who don't identify as a geek, but are very, very tech savvy. And we want to create content for that woman wherever she is in her day. So if she's interested in morning talk shows when she gets up, if she's interested in Bravo reality when she goes to bed, we want to be creating content for the whole day for her.